was the Resident Evil 4 remake, or Resident Evil 4 demo
Right.
that dropped the same day as they announced it, and I did play it. I did get a chance. It's not like it's limited time either. It's pretty much if you have I want to say PS5, Xbox Series XS, PC, you are able to play it, and there's no time limit on it. You can play it as many times as you want to, as opposed to some of the other demos they've done in the past. And this game gonna make money, man. Gonna make
He is
money.
really good.
It was really good. It was really good. For me, I haven't played RE4 since it came out. I beat it when it came out. Had a ton of fun playing it. But there's definitely people who go back and they know this game left and right because it's been remade left and right.
Well, it's imported like a buttload of
Ported,
times, yeah.
yeah. It's been
Even to
ported.
like the Oculus Quest.
Yeah, the Quest has its own special version, or Quest 2.
Yeah.
And then you've got it on smartphones, you got it on Switch, whatever. You got the actual HD remaster that they did. Then you have the
forgot
fan
about that,
version
yeah.
of the remaster HD that they did to properly remaster it. But this game, and I'm running this on medium graphics because I was streaming at the same time. And I've run it on full graphics. This game is amazing looking. They really did do a lot of care and detail to the character models, to the environments. It plays like if you played RE4 and you are just a huge fan, it feels really familiar. Like I was watching people and that's their jam, and they're like, oh, this is going to happen here. And it happens just the way they remember it, or sometimes it's tweaked a little bit and it's, people are like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. But I found that that's really, really nice that if you have an attachment to it, it's amazing. If you don't, like me, and I've forgotten it, it's like it's brand new and it's still, I felt like everything just kind of clicked. Everything was just really smooth, really buttery.
Right. How are the controls? Like they're updated, I presume, right? They're a lot like RE2 and 3. Like they're
Yes.
modern controls now.
Yeah. They did update the controls, just like you said, to like the kind of RE2 remake, RE3 remake system. You do have a couple of mobility options. You do have your 180, turn back, forward, whatever. But
Okay.
Leon, he does have like this kind of weird dash. If you hit like R1, I believe, he does a little bit of a duck down, and then he runs forward for a little bit. You
Okay.
can also crouch in this now, so that's there's a little bit of a stealth element if you want to do it, if you can do it, which was pretty cool. But yeah, controls. Other than I was using a PS5 controller, and I haven't played many third person like aiming games where I need to aim on it. It felt a little bit like I need to, tune in my dead zone a little bit. That was fine. Other than that, it was fine. You got new mechanics. You can parry with the knife. I believe you can even throw the knife. Maybe you could do that before, but you can, parrying. That's a new thing with the knife. And all the melee stuff is still here. If you want to roundhouse somebody, if you want to kick them,
You kick someone's head off.
you
Yeah.
can kick someone's head off. And what they did do, and I noticed it immediately off the bat when I did that to somebody, bro, the impact is there. You see, like you felt like you kicked the crap. I'm like, Leon, are you punching boulders these days? Like you really are kicking the crap out of these people. There's just a thud, and then the vibration on the controller is just it's really nice. So yeah, this game's gonna sell. And this is just medium graphics on a stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the RE2, 3 remakes did really, really well. And I think 4 is a lot of people's favorite RE, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the FF7 of RE, in which everyone is like, that's the one that's because it was the first modern one, if you know what I mean. Like it kind of like introduced third person aiming to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like it was RE that kind of grandfathered third person shooters in a weird way, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot riding on in terms of nostalgia and history and that kind of stuff. So this will probably do really, really well, I'm guessing.
There was actually a point because I just had come from playing Village in first person. Then I played the Shadows of Rose, the DLC, in third person, which that DLC is a third person game. This one, to me, I felt looked even better than Shadows of Rose. Of course, it controls better because this has just natively always been third person. But it was interesting to see just how much Village kind of harkens back to even this opening segment. Once you get out of this house and you're into the kind of open area right before the church, and there's this chaos of zombies Let's see if I can pull it up a little bit. There's just like a chaos of zombies, you know,
Right.
attacking you. That's the same way those werewolves were in Village, and I remember like having to board myself into a house and just do everything to protect myself until a certain amount of time ran out. And it's the same. And I was like, you know what? Totally takes a cue from RE4, and I just never really, you know, understood that. But it's kind of cool to see just how much that this game is still influencing their current games.
Right.
Yeah. So that was RE4 remake. I don't know. Are you gonna end up getting it? Do you? I mean, it comes out this month, end of this month.
Probably not, honestly. Like that's not just because like I don't know, I just don't really play RE games. Like I didn't
Hmm.
play Village or 7 or 2 or 3 or anything. So yeah, probably not. I'll probably like if anything I'd like watch a couple of streams. Um, but I don't know. I just don't play RE games.
I wasn't. I probably am gonna. I don't know because I want to. I just came from more RE, but I think I'm gonna do two remake and then maybe do
Uh,
three and then
okay.
and then do four. A whole year of just playing RE. But like I said, there's just a lot of cool animations and a lot of nice touches that they've done with this remake, and I think fans are. I mean, they already found new hard modes within the Chainsaw demo for like the Chainsaw Man. Like,
I wonder if we're gonna get a remake of 5, because that then we kind of go full circle.
I think we have to get a remake of five, which some people I remember way back in the day. I remember like five was just the HD version of four, is what people would say, and then like people were like, they'll never remake five because it's already HD'd, it's already nice looking or whatever. And then we've got four. I think they'll do five. I just don't know what they'll change about five.
Would they? Okay, but if we okay, but then if we remake 5, what about 6?
That doesn't need to be remade. That
You don't
that's
think?
that's not in any weird. Maybe there's a criteria for remakes, right? Maybe there's a thing where remakes or remasters at one point need to kind of be done to make sure that it's not trapped on a system, it's not trapped on
Yeah,
some place.
yeah, yeah. It's like, and kind of actually like jumping off that. I remember seeing an article on the weekend that like part of the reason why Chrono Cross was remastered was because of that reason.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it got trapped. Like Chrono Cross was basically impossible to play, so they remastered it. So, but 6 isn't at that point. It's 6 is PS4 game, right? Not PS3.
PS4. Yeah.
PS4.
Wait. PS3. I played it when I came to Japan, like
So
when it came out. So
PS3 then.
PS3, yeah.
So if it is PS3, it is trapped a little bit.
Unless they did they ever do a PS4 version? I guess. Oh, let me check.
PS3 and Xbox 360, and what is a PC version of 6? But
But that
it's a little bit trapped.
a
It's
little
kind
bit
of trapped.
trapped. It's kind of
Yeah.
trapped. So I think
If you
maybe
don't own a PC, then yeah, you have to dig out your older console to play it.
I think if they were to do six remake, then there's a lot of stuff that they could change for the better. That game, first of all, the game played fine. I never had an issue with the controls. I just hated how through all the different scenarios. I think you're jumping through three, four scenarios.
It's like
Sometimes
a bunch of
there's
multiple main characters, right? Yeah.
yeah, and there's like pacing issues, and some characters you just want to spend more time with. You wanted to do more. There's different sections that some aren't as balanced as others. I feel like that game, if they were to remake it, could benefit, might be the best benefit for a remake. Honestly, this one right here is just printing money. This is like you didn't even need to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, definitely 6 is full circle because then they're not gonna remake 7, right?
Yeah, go
Surely
ahead and
not.
remaster. Put us out the Uber with the super ray tracing or some crazy.
What for 7?
Yeah, put us like something crazy. I love seven. I gotta say, I really do. I had a blast with seven.
You know what? This is kind of off topic, but I really thought 7 was the point in the series when Capcom would try to change the titles. So for anyone who doesn't know this, the Resident Evil games in Japan are called Biohazard. It's a Biohazard series, so it's Biohazard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The subtitle of Resident Evil 7 is actually Biohazard.
Biohazard. Yeah, they flipped it.
But in Japan, the game is called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. So I thought 7 was going to be the point where they would try to fix, I guess, the naming not problem, but like the
Yeah,
naming
like
difference. And
Yakuza.
to like Yakuza, they did this for Yakuza. So the game that came out recently in February is actually called Like a Dragon Ishin instead of Yakuza Ishin. So they actually have now kind of not fixed, but they've kind of merged
Hmm.
the titles to be Like a Dragon now for both regions. And I thought
Right.
Capcom was going to do that, but now they just haven't. Well, what's Village called? It's called Resident Evil Village, right?
It's just Village, yeah. Resident Evil Village. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they didn't. They kind of backed down, I think.
But yeah, moving on.